It is such a pleasure to be with you. It is such a pleasure to be here in this historic institution. Mary Max, let's give it up for the serving staff, the kitchen staff, everybody who has blessed us with this food. And I will be taking a plate or two. It is really an honor to join Cascade United Methodist Church, such a historic faith institution. I bear in mind the legacies and lessons and teachings of Dr. Lowry, of Dr. Kimbrough, and I'm grateful for the friendship and leadership of Dr. Muriel. Please give it up for your senior pastor for his leadership in our community. You know, Kevin and I both have small children, and I was pleading to him to forgive my late arrival, but my nearly 2-year-old daughter was just being so cute this morning that I couldn't quite get out the door on time. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to all of the veterans who are in this room and all of the veterans across the state and across the country who have served our nation. And normally I would ask those veterans who are with us to stand, but it's about 2/3 of the room and y'all are in the middle of your meals. So instead what I'm going to ask us all to do is to pause and to collectively give a round of applause expressing our appreciation for every veteran here, every military spouse and child here, future, past, present, and everyone who has served. And on behalf of the U.S. Senate and on behalf of my constituents across the state, I extend my deepest gratitude and respect. I have no higher and more solemn obligation as Georgia's United States Senator than to our veterans, to our service members, and to our military families. And I recognize that for those members of the public who do not or have not served, sometimes it can be difficult for folks to understand just what it means and how much those in uniform and veterans have given. I try to make a habit whenever I visit Department of Defense facilities across the state to sit down not just with the command and the command staff, but to sit down with the junior enlisted personnel and the young military spouses who form the backbone of the force. And it's those conversations that I have found the most important and enlightening, and which have empowered me to advocate for those in uniform across the state. It was down at Fort Stewart with the 3rd ID, the Rock of the Marne, 2 brigades right now deployed to the European command area of operations, sitting down with some of those junior enlisted personnel and listening to some of the female soldiers there who were explaining to me that they couldn't find enough body armor that fit the female frame. And so the infantry exercises that they were engaging in posed a risk to their orthopedic health. And should, God forbid, they have found themselves in a combat situation without properly fitting body armor, their risk of ballistic injury would have been much greater. And so based upon that conversation, I was able to return to the Capitol and bring Republicans and Democrats together to increase the provision and production of body armor that fits female soldiers, not just in the 3rd Infantry Division, but across the U.S. Army. And it's those conversations that I have found the most important. Now, we have in this room folks who served in every service, in a wide range of roles and at every rank. We have here folks with distinguished records as enlisted personnel. We have here folks who reached high officer rank. I want to let you know that for each and every one of you, and for your spouses, and for your children, who also made sacrifices in defense of our nation, I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm fighting every day to lift you up and to ensure that you are treated with the respect that you have earned and that you receive the benefits that you have earned. My team and I are standing by and working every day to help veterans, particularly those who are having difficulty navigating the VA's bureaucracy. And of course, there are tremendously dedicated people working at the VA to serve America's veterans. But I want you to know that I am keenly aware of the deep and daily shortcomings and obstacles and unnecessary challenges, headaches, heartaches, inconveniences that veterans across Georgia face when working to access the benefits you've earned. Just one example of that. I had nearly 1,000 veterans call me over the last 2 years explaining that they just couldn't get their military service records from the National Archives. And as a result of being unable to secure those records, they were unable to make the claims that they needed to make at the VA. I'm sure many of you in this room have encountered challenges accessing those service records. It is a widespread challenge. So I brought Republicans and Democrats in the Senate together. We passed the Access to Records for Veterans Act, and the National Archives is now in the process of clearing out that backlog so that no veteran has to wait to receive the record of their service to get the care or benefits that they've earned. That is now the law of the land. My most important message today, beyond this expression of gratitude, is to let you know that my team and I are here for you. We are highly responsive to every constituent, to veterans and to every constituent. I am here to serve you. I am your servant. I work for you. And I have done my utmost to build a team and a culture in my office that treats every single constituent like the VIP that you are. And so there is nothing too small and there is nothing too big. If you have an idea for major national policy, or if your little cousin just needs a passport renewed, quick. Or if you're having any kind of difficulty with the VA, or if you got kids who are in service having difficulty with the Department of Defense or TRICARE, please call on me so that I can help you. It's my job. It's my honor. You can find all the information that you need to find at ossoff.senate.gov. Please call on me so that I can be of service to you, you who have rendered so much service to this nation. So once again, with great gratitude and respect for Dr. Muriel, where'd Victor go? For Mr. Grant, for Sergeant Miller, Sergeant Williams, Colonel Baker, all those who are being honored today, everyone in this room who served, everyone in this room who has been married to one who served, or a child to one who served, to everybody in this room who is a Georgian and therefore to whom I have a solemn daily obligation. I say thank you. Let us all reflect on and honor the service of Georgia's veterans and America's veterans. God bless you and enjoy your meals. Thank you.